What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Highlander here, and welcome to the Send Me Eggs video. I'm going to show you guys today how to send me an egg for our Sacred Gold Egglocke, in case you do not know how. And if you already know how, please stick around on the video anyway, so you will know where to send it, and which email to send it to, and all that good stuff. So, first up, you're going to need Pokegen, or Pokemon Generator. I'll leave a link in the description for that. But essentially, this tool is what allows us to send eggs and like inject Pokemon into the game in the first place. So let's go ahead and do this step by step. So let me clarify a few things while we're going through this, just to make sure you guys are doing this correctly. So first up, you're gonna have to go and pick which mon you want to send. It can be literally anything, but make sure that it can't be literally anything, but make sure what you want to do is you go to options, hit target game, and you're going to have to hit Heart Gold Soul Silver. That way it will take out all 5th gen mons, so you don't accidentally send a 5th gen mon to the game, and I don't know what would happen if you tried to hatch a 5th gen mon in Heart Gold Soul Silver. That might just not be a good idea, so let's not do that. But also, another thing, just don't send any legendaries, as well as like final evolutions of Pokemon. So for example, if you don't send like Arceus or anything like that, because they can't be hatched from an egg, and that would be a little bit overpowered, I think, in an Egglocke. So do not send anything like that, please. Another thing I wanted you guys to not send is, for example, we have Alakazam here, right? If you wanted to send an Alakazam, just send an Abra instead, because that can be hatched from an egg, and that would be more exciting in the Egglocke anyway, because that way you can watch it like evolve and stuff like that. And I think that would be something you guys would want to see anyway. So, for sake of this video, we have a Grimer. So let's do a Grimer here. All right. So now, after you got Grimer here in the Species tab, next you're gonna go into nickname. Nickname can be whatever you want. Just remember, if you use any of these like shiny symbols or like any symbols that aren't English, the game, I probably won't be able to read it, and I won't be able to type it back out once I hatch the egg. So if you want your nickname to stay, make sure it's in English. Otherwise, if it's like something like this, I will name it in game whatever I see fit, just because I won't have a name to go off of. So if you want your name, name it in English. So we have a Grimer. Let's just name it Trash. I don't know. We're gonna name the Grimer Trash. And so we got our nickname here, and to ensure that the nickname stays, click this or check this little box right here. That will make sure that this nickname is showing up inside of the game. So now you got your nickname done. Next, we're gonna go down to nature. You're gonna skip this little tab here, because this is eggs hatch at level 1, so you're not gonna have to worry about that. But nature here is basically, if you don't know what nature is, every Pokemon has a nature, and nature either benefits a stat and then has a decrease in another stat, or is mutually beneficial to all stats. And if you're confused about that, you can go ahead and look up a nature chart, and they will tell you pretty much everything that you need to know. Just make sure you pick one. It really doesn't matter which one. We're gonna go with a modest nature, because just the sake of this video. So next up, we have held item. You're more than welcome to give it whatever you want on this list. The only thing I ask is that you don't give it like weird key items that aren't in the game. So like Coupon 1, that's in Diamond and Pearl for the Poketch, and that doesn't exist in Heart Gold Soul Silver. So I would ask that you guys don't give an item like that. But you're more than welcome to give it like HMO5 or Metal Coat, or what else is there? Rare candies, a Pokeball, TMs, pretty much anything. Go ahead, have at it. Next step is you need to add happiness. So happiness needs to be at 255. And the reason I say this is because with happiness, once it's at 255, it will help hatch the egg really fast. And if we can't hatch the egg really fast, we're basically not going to use the egg, because it will take way too long to hatch. So make sure you guys do that. Next up, what you're going to do is you're going to have to choose an ability. Now, to make this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys go to Cerebi. You're more than welcome to go to Bulbapedia if you want, but the reason I say go to Cerebi is because they have a 4th generation dex, and that's what you're going to need. So what we're going to do is we have the 4th gen dex pulled up here. And we're going to look up Grimer. Whatever. Where's my poison? There it is. Oh, hold on. So you can click on here, then go to 4th gen dex, and then scroll down to poison types. And then you have Grimer right here. And the reason I want you guys to come here is to pick an ability. And it will tell you what abilities this Pokemon has from 4th gen. Hey guys, Highlander here from the future actually, so ignore some of the things I said in this video. I realized afterwards that because we are playing Sacred Gold, some abilities and movesets will be changed. So if you want to see the changes that those have been made inside of the game, make sure you download the documents that come with, or that come in the description below, so you can add moves that are available as well in the hacks as well as the abilities. Sorry if I didn't clarify that in the video, and yeah, I think that's everything. So back to the video. Only give it the abilities that it can have. Otherwise, I will not use the egg. Just remember that. And I will be checking throughout the game to make sure that you guys are giving the Pokemon abilities that they can have. So you have the ability Stench and Sticky Hold, and that's the only thing it can learn in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It may be different from Gen 5, Gen 6, and Gen 7, but for Gen 4, this is all it can have. So make sure you pick either one. You're more than welcome to pick whichever one you would like. But for this video, let's just go with Sticky Hold. So go back to this, and we're going to type in Sticky Hold. There we go. And I'm going to leave this little number here by itself. Do not touch that. Next up, you got your country. Pick whatever you want. You're more than welcome to. We'll go Japan. Why not? Origin, you're more than welcome to pick whatever game. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Well, actually, don't pick Black or Black 2 or White or White 2. I don't know what would happen. But anything else, you're more than welcome to pick. So let's just go from Heart Gold. Then you're more welcome to pick if you want it to be male or female. Doesn't matter. And then make sure you check egg. That is the most important thing here. Check the egg, because otherwise it won't be an egg, and that will defeat the purpose of this lock. You're also welcome to click shiny here if you want. This is not going to make it a shiny, I don't think. I think there's a different tab that we'll get to later, which if you want it to be shiny, just make sure you check that as well. So if you want it to be shiny, just check this, but then make sure you follow the next step later. So that's it for this page for now. So what you're going to do next is you're going to go to Met. Here you get to pick whatever you want. Location, route, 39. Why not? Whichever Pokeball you would like, doesn't matter. Let's go with a level ball. Leave this alone. I think this doesn't matter, so we don't have to worry about that. And then you can click whatever you want here for caught. Let's go starter slash fossil. I don't know, or tall grass slash Darkrai. Whichever one you want to pick there, it doesn't matter as well. Now to clarify something, I have not used this program very much, so if there is something that you can, or if there's someone that would like or has something that they can correct me in the video, feel free to let me know in the comment section, and I'll go ahead and add like an annotation or something in the video to make sure that everything is fixed. Next up, you got stats. Now stats wise, a lot of people actually will do randomized IVs and EVs. I would prefer it if you guys only randomized IVs. The reason for that is because EVs are built throughout the game. This will max out your EVs immediately from the start of the game, which will make all the mons a little bit more powerful than they should be. Which you're welcome to, but if I would just prefer it if you guys only did IVs. But make sure you do randomized IVs, because otherwise everything else will be 0, and they will have literally the worst stats ever, and that would not be good. So just make sure you randomize IVs, and you're welcome to randomize EVs or not. That is up to you. Next up, we got attacks. Now now we're gonna have to come back to Cerebi. You can also do this on Bulbapedia as well, I think. But make sure you have the Gen 4 Dex up again, and you're gonna scroll down, and here are the list of all the moves it can learn in 4th Gen. Egg moves, move tutors, TMs, and level up. You are welcome to pick anything from this page. Any moves. Egg moves, move tutor moves, TMs, or level up moves. Whichever one you want. As long as it can learn it in the game, you're more than welcome to grab it. So make sure that you pick whichever one you want. For this video, let's give it Shadow Punch, Ice Punch, and Sludge Bomb. So Ice Punch, Shadow Punch, and Sludge Bomb. So that's his 3 moves. You can give it 4 moves if you'd like. No worries about that. And then that is the last thing there. So the second to last thing you have to do is you have to generate a PID. This is actually the second most important thing besides clicking the egg. And the reason for that is because you need to generate a PID for it to even show up in the game. So you're going to click on this F button right here. And the reason I was talking about the whole shiny thing earlier is because right here is another shiny tab. And you need to uncheck it from the little shaded thing that it had and make sure that it's a check mark instead. That will allow it to be shiny. And the reason I say that is because it's going to look up for an ID, and the ID is going to determine whether it's shiny or not. And so once you've determined that it's shiny and that the gender, you have the gender that you need, and that then what you're going to do is going to go down to ability, and you're going to pick 1 or 2 depending on where it was, like on the page. So for example, sticky hold is the second, so you can go ahead and pick number 2, or you can leave it at either. I think it'll just I think it will actually grab what you grabbed off of this page right here. So you can leave it at either. Don't change this, actually, I was wrong. And then if it's male or female, and then all you do, hit search. So it might take a little bit longer if you are looking for a shiny, but if you aren't, then it will go a little bit faster. But since we're looking for a shiny, we checked it, we hit search, and now something came up. So here is the Pokemon's PID. Make sure that that is what you click. Only one's going to show up, and then hit OK. Now it has a PID. Now all you have to do is right click on the box, hit set, and the egg will show up. And then you go to File, save Pokemon from tabs, and then name it the nickname of the Pokemon. Don't name it what it actually is, because I would like to not know what these things are that you guys are sending me until we actually play the game. So just go ahead and name it what you had it. So we'll name it Trash. And then that is going to give you a file. Let me pull that up. So right in, oh, it's on my desktop actually. So right here, we got Trash. And so this is the Pokemon file that you're gonna email me. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your email, you're gonna attach this file, and you're gonna email to HighlanderEgglock@gmail.com. So make sure that you guys send all your eggs to that email address. That's where I'll be going for all of them. And make sure, or send as many eggs as you guys want. But be kind of reasonable about it. Like, don't send me like 100 eggs, because I won't be able to use all of them, and then like other people won't be able to see their eggs hatch. So like, if you want to send like 5 or 6 eggs, you're more than welcome to. So I think that's going to be everything. Sorry if my voice sounded weird. I just woke up, but I had to get this video out to you guys because I couldn't yesterday. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys are excited about the Sacred Gold Egglocke, make sure you leave a like down below, as well as if you have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comment section. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the LP. Peace.